on this video today might be a little bit boring, but if you clicked on this video because of maybe you wanting to save money, I recommend sticking to the end because this is definitely I think there's 4 different tips and they're definitely going to help you a lot and you'll have a lot of money at the end of the year. Alright, so the first tip would be if you pick something up that you think that you need, look at it and ask yourself do I really need it? Do I really want to spend my money on it? And if it's not too expensive, it wouldn't be that bad. If you haven't treated yourself in a while, it's $1, $5 here and there, that doesn't really matter. But you also have to keep in mind every little thing adds up, and I learned that very quickly. So tip number 2, this is my personal favorite one. Basically the way it works is, so say you get paid every 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks you spend on average $300 on just your essentials like food and stuff like that. So maybe give yourself $350 just to be sure. So say based on my last job, say you make $750 every 2 weeks. Then you take out your $350 for your essentials, which leaves you with $400. So then take that $400 and then put it into a savings account, and then every 2 weeks $400 keeps going into there and it keeps going on. So if you were saving up for a year, 365 days, and you're getting paid every 2 weeks, so 26 weeks. So 26 times $400 leaves you with $10,400 at the end of the year. And I mean, if you don't think that that's really a lot, then you can try to budget yourself a little bit more, but that's pretty good for a part-time job. Or not a part-time job, a full-time minimum wage job. So tip number 3 is another good one. Stop buying such expensive products for makeup. Instead of buying MAC, buy ELF or something like that. I don't know. I mean, they both do the same thing. One may be higher quality than the other. Maybe that was a bad example. So say for everybody that listens to music, say your AUX cord broke in your car and you're going on a road trip, so you wanted to listen to music. And you wanted to get a new AUX cord. So then you go town and you go to the store for an AUX cord, and there's 2 options. There's one that's $2 and one that's $16. They both do the same thing, so with this $16 one, you're wasting a lot more money. And I understand, yes, this $2 one might be cheap, but you'd have to break that $2 one 8 different times to add up to the same amount as just one expensive AUX cord. And tip number 4 would be, well, this is another big one, and it's gas. If you have friends and you're a teenager or whatever, and you're going out and hanging out with friends, like I used to do, I used to go out town, and it would be crazy the amount of kilometers that I put on my car just driving a loop around town, hanging out with my friends. Gas is not cheap. It's $50 to fill up, and I mean that definitely adds up over time. Not only that, but then you're putting wear and tear on your vehicle, so down the road you'll have to put parts in that vehicle. Tires, because you're wearing off your tires every time you drive. The oil life, because then the more kilometers you put on, the closer you are to your next oil change. You can still go out and hang out with your friends and stuff like that, but maybe ask if you could get in with them if they're going for a drive, because what we used to do is we used to sit in a parking lot and talk to each other, and then if we got bored, we'd take our cars and we'd go loop around town or whatever. But what I could have done instead of doing that is I could have asked one of my buddies or whatever if I could just leave my car there and hop in with him. That would save money in the long run. And something sort of that also ties into the same topic is eating out, because when we were out of town for so long, we would all get hungry and we would go to McDonald's or whatever, and I would literally eat out twice a day for, I'd say, probably a year straight, which is not good for you at all. And my cat just hit my tripod. So say you eat out twice a day and a meal is $10 a day at McDonald's, that's $20 in just food a day. Actually, instead of 20 times 365, let's do 10 times 365. I mean, I didn't have to do that on my calculator. $3,650 a year on just food roughly I was spending. And that's actually fairly accurate, and I was wondering why I didn't have much money in my bank account until I used these steps, and I kept looking at how much I was spending. I was like, okay, maybe I can save here, maybe I can save here. So the reason why I wanted to save is because I wanted to get a different car, and that's my passion, so I love cars, so I worked hard and I got it. So you'll definitely notice like a huge change like in your bank account and the amount of money that you have, even if you just take one of these steps. The most important one would probably be not my dog whining, but like the second tip that I gave you. Because, I mean, the second tip just, it makes more sense. Like, if you literally make yourself of the bare minimum of your paycheck, but everything else goes away until like a later time. You don't even have to do it for like a year or whatever. You could do it for like a couple months. So, like, if you're just planning on getting something like I did, like a car, like wait a couple months until you have that, pull the money out of your savings account, and then go buy it. So that's gonna wrap up this video. It's a little bit off topic from what I normally do. But yeah, I mean, it's something that helped me out in my life. So, I mean, if it helps you guys out, please subscribe and comment or like the video. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day.